Every AI video you've ever been pitched always came with a demo, and the demo is always the tool's best day. Perfect input, cherry-picked output, but the truth is, your average Tuesday doesn't look like that. So I did the exact thing these tools are hoping you won't. I took the exact promises these tools make, just words off of their websites, and ran it through my actual workflow. And all of it is going to be on camera for you to make a decision on which tools you think actually fit your needs. Some delivered, one over-delivered, which genuinely surprised me. And one of the biggest names in AI productivity got caught making a claim that their product could not back up. 5 tools, their promises versus what you actually got. Let's get right into it. Every tool is getting the same test through 3 steps. The promise, verbatim, on screen in their words. If you paraphrase a claim, you allow them to bend the rules about what they're promising. 2, the reality. The exact claim run through my real work. Real calendar, real business, real writing, completely available for you. Finally, the verdict. Did they deliver? Did they partially deliver? Or did they get caught lying? And the results are honestly mixed because that's what real testing looks like. All fails could mean the test is rigged. All passes could mean I'm getting paid by every company you're seeing. First up, the biggest promise of the entire bunch. This is Motion, and here's their promise. It dynamically changes your schedule dozens of times per day. Automatically reschedules everything when your day changes. It's only $20 a month, that's it. Dozens of times a day is faster than you can even react to changing your own schedule. But let's take a look at the reality of this all. Here's my actual week. Now, let's say a day changes. A call lands in the middle of a Monday. And the catch is that it barely moves. A couple of things shuffle. Most of the week just sits there. I ran this all week. New events, new conflicts, new pressures, and I kind of found the results to be mediocre. The dozens of times a day claim really just seems to be what happens when you move a block on a Google Calendar. So my verdict is that we caught it. Sure, the tool's fine and it functions as it's supposed to, but it over-promises and under-delivers, and that's lying. The claim describes the demo's day, not my exact one, and for $20 a month, you can get more value with a free Google Calendar. That's one caught, but if every tool in this video gets caught, you should be suspicious. Thankfully, this next one doesn't. This is durable, and here's their promise. A website in 3 steps with no code. The AI website builder trusted by millions. Free tier is 3 pages, but their branding stays. $22 a month to remove all of their branding and place your own. But honestly, the reality was different. It's a real website. The structure is correct, the code is usable. It looks like something a business would actually decide to publish. And the editing was genuinely easy, even on the free plan. I moved sections, rewrote lines, and there was minimal fighting with the app to get that done. Now, there is one caveat to this. The generated art they provide obviously looks AI generated. It looks like AI art. So if you were to go through and actually decide to launch this website, I would highly advise replacing the images with either real images of whatever you're trying to show or your own artwork. My verdict is that it delivered. The flashiest promise you're going to see in this video survived when it got placed into a real test. Sometimes even the theatrical claim can be true, which is why you should always test before deciding to go all in on a product. Now here's the middle case. This is the partial delivery I spoke about. And it's the most common result when using AI tools, but nobody ever wants to talk about it. Tool 3 is Gamma, and it partially delivered. Gamma's promise is this: skip the blank page, create brilliance in a flash. Decks, sites, posts for different social medias. Free credits, $10 a month for no trademarking, $20 for unlimited credits. Now here's the reality. In terms of speed, it is real. My blank page is almost instantly gone. 30 seconds in and there is a full deck from my messy notes. But I want you to look a little bit closer. It looks completely AI generated. Template clean layouts. Phrasing that reads AI generation. Could I use this app to think? Absolutely. Would I send this to a sponsor with my name on it? Absolutely not. To me, it functions as a draft machine wrapped in finished product clothing. So my verdict is that it partially delivers on its promise. The promise is brilliance in a flash. I believe you get competence in a flash. Now, if you understand what you're buying, $10 a month is absolutely fair. But if most people are purchasing this, assuming that the promise is going to be 100% true, they are honestly mistaken. 3 tools in, we've gotten caught, partial, and delivered on its promise. Which brings us to the sponsor of this video, but the longest and hardest test of all. Here's the disclosure. Blue Dot sponsors this video. They did pay for this spot. Here's what it buys on my channel. The hardest test of any tool I'm going to give. Everyone else got 1 claim and 1 run. Blue Dot gets 3 tests. If it survives, that pass means something. If it doesn't, well, now you know not to use this tool. That was the deal, and to their credit, they actually took it. Here is Blue Dot's promise. 3 claims. 1. Bot-free recording. No visible bot joins your call. 2. Accurate transcripts with AI summaries. 3. An MCP connector so Claude gets direct access to your meeting notes. Let's jump right into test number 1, bot-free. Look at the participant list. There's nobody extra. If you've ever watched anyone's face change when they see AI note taker has joined the meeting, then this is the exact promise that this is trying to deliver on. The other person never sees the software and the conversation stays a conversation. And that's not small. Half of the value and clarity in a meeting is the other person being relaxed. Sometimes an AI note taker can raise the stakes and take away that relaxation. Test 2, the transcript. Same call, minutes later. Accurate names, crosstalk was handled, and the summary caught the decision we made, not just the topics that we discussed. I asked it a question about the meeting, and it pulled the exact right moment and referenced our quote. Test 3 is the one that actually matters for this channel, the MCP poll. If you watched my assistant video, you know exactly where this is going. My entire AI system currently is leaning on the MCP connectors with Claude. So I asked Claude to pull the action items from today's meetings and highlight whatever I committed to. There it is. The call I just had now is created into action items, so I know exactly what I need to do to get that call moving forward. The meeting didn't just evaporate into a transcript or an audio recording that I will never use. It became tangible items that I can get done. And in my opinion, that's the difference between a note taker and an actual system component. And as my channel continues to grow, I'm constantly taking more meetings focused on growth, sponsorships, the back-end business model. All of these things are starting to eat away at my time, and Blue Dot has honestly become really effective at handling all of those meetings for me so I can put my effort back into making content, which is the part I honestly enjoy the most. But here's the honest caveat, because I always believe every app has one. The plan is 5 free recordings, lifetime, not per month. Then you can decide to pay $14 a month, but 14 only gets you audio versions of the meetings. Video starts at $20 a month. So the free tier is honestly a trial, it's not a plan. If you're only making 2 calls a month, this tool probably isn't the right fit for you. Now, if calls are where your work actually takes place, whether you're taking a lot of meetings, you're meeting with clients, you're running a podcast, I think that's where the math starts to add up. But my honest verdict on Blue Dot, and again, this was a genuine test, is that they delivered on everything they promised. The pass is only real because the test genuinely was. Okay, and finally, we're gonna look at Reclaim. This last one is a verdict type that nobody else got. The promise is to reclaim your time. The AI defends your habits and your deep work. If a task gets pushed back, it reappears in the next open slot you have available. The free plan exists and it's $8 a month for the full version. Now here's the reality, and it actually works. The blocks defend themselves. If something bumps my scripting session in the afternoon, it'll get moved to my next available slot I have. And some personal bias, I think the interface actually looks super clean, a lot better than Motion's. My verdict is that it delivers, but it might be the right product for the wrong person. I'm one person. My calendar has one boss. I'm not managing a team of 8. I have enough time available to drag my own time blocks and manage my calendar by myself without the need of an AI tool. But if you put this on a 5-person team where everyone's individual calendar leads up to one person's decision making, I think this is absolutely worth $8 a month. The tool functions as it should, and it delivered on its promise. The real question is whether or not you're the right buyer for the tool. 5 promises and 5 actual tests. Notice what the results tell you. The tools mostly work. The demos tend to oversell. I tested another 5 tools that I didn't include in this video, and either they were so far away from the promise it didn't even make sense to talk about them, or they kind of trended on the line of slightly lying. But if there's other tools you're questioning whether or not they're worth your time, I'm gonna have a lie detector test put in the top comment pinned. It's completely free. All you have to do is put in your email and it'll be sent to you. I'm also doing a deep dive on this lie detector test in my next video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this video and you have any questions, please leave a comment, like, or subscribe, and I'll make sure to interact with all of you. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.